Do we have enough? Alright, we have enough for probably... Wait. Yeah, 2. So we didn't get lucky with a Willow. But I'm not sure. I thought I heard somebody say that she might be in the regular one banner, not the limited one later on. But I'm not sure. Come on, Flutterpage. That means if I did one roll for Willow's one, I would have gotten it. All right. Wait. Oh, we'll see. Did we win the 50-50? No. Oh, we did.
Hello.
I forgot she is a star.
Flutterpage. I used to live in Millwall with my mum and dad and sister, but that don't matter no more, does it?
What? Did we get Brimsley? Ah, no Brimsley. So we didn't get Brimsley yet, but he's a 5-star. Thanks. Since we got her,
Trying to enter a state of stillness?
now we can do her event.
That's mathematically impossible, considering you're constantly rising relative to the droplets falling in my cave.
Alright, we got Flutterpage's quest or story. Night escapee on cross streets. Flutterpage, Little Miss Y. Why so many names? Oh my. And still, I wonder. Why ask why? Eight stages. Part 1, Bird Companion. Months from now, flyers from the Ururu game will be drifting on the wind, bringing long-awaited good news to the city shrouded in thick fog. But the locals know nothing of it yet, including Liberal Grove. In East London, she finished her knocker-upper work for the morning and makes her way home once more, on her own. And in case nobody, guys don't know what a knocker-upper is, she's like a waker-upper, so she knocks on the windows to wake the residents up. Before she makes a stop beneath a faithful Eve. Oh, does she have bird friends? The cross-species interaction takes place on the corner. Its participants are obvious to any onlooker, yet in the middle of catching their eyes. Oh, look who it is! It's Little Miss Y. She's trying to talk with that bird. No surprise. Two odd birds together. You ain't half wrong. The children burst into laughter, roughhousing as they leave. The little bird looks back to the little blue bird.
Don't pay them no mind.
They're just like that. Could be they're onto something, though. My bird talk's a bit rusty, and you don't speak English either, do ya? Clocked you hanging about a while ago. Been following me, have you? You fancying us being mates? If you try to say yes, then let's get a move on, eh? Keep it down. Mom don't care about being disturbed while she's working. She's going on a proper rampage.
Just like this.
Try to slip in through the window, right? Blimey, you also came, so I was right. You want to be mates?
Hmm?
Fancy some bread? It's all I got for supper. Let's share it. Here, I'll bring off some bits for you. The bird hops forward, peering over the bread with his beaky black eyes before turning away.
Why?
What's wrong? Don't care for bread?
Oh.
A bit dry, ain't it? Hang on, I'll fetch you some water. Libera turns to find her father leaning on the doorframe, rubbing his forehead, a tired look on his face.
Liberty.
You're back. You up, Dad? Why are you rubbing your head? Still got a sore noggin? Her father came home last night, knocking off the door as in drunken haze, and now look as though he has only just rolled out of bed. Every night before his day off, he drinks with his co-workers until the last drop's been drunk. Liberia has never been fond of a sharp scent of alcohol clinging to her father, but she knows he isn't fond of it himself. Her father says nothing in response.
Who are you talking to?
My new mate, see? Libya moves aside, introducing her father to the tiny guest standing on the windowsill. You don't mean the bird, do ya? What am I going to do with you, girl? Why can't you be more like the other little on the street? You know, behave a little bit more proper. They don't go off talking to birds all day. They go out and play with each other instead.
But...
But I don't like playing with them. Untrustable, that's what your teacher calls you. Now I warn you already. You can't go on acting like this and do strange things.
What do you mean, strange things?
You always got a mouth back to me, eh?
But I still don't get it.
I weren't mouthing off, Dad. I don't see why. The door inside is flung wide open, hitting the wall with a loud thud.
Shush!
Must you two make such an awful racket? The true head of the Grove household stands in the doorway, exuding a silent, threatening aura. The pair goes quiet at once.
Sorry.
Sorry, Mom. You know that while you're off having fun at school, I'm working myself to the bone, don't ya? From the second I opened my eyes, I know but sewing and weaving for me. All day long, I'm gonna make myself blind from all this work. So all I want is a bit of peace. Is that too much to ask? Father and daughter both bowed their heads, silently saying a quiet prayer that the storm might pass over them. However, the storm has other ideas. Mother gaze suddenly hardens, fixing in place. Libya watches in confusion as she steps closer inch by inch until she finally stops at the windowsill, staring in disbelief at the half-eaten bread and a little bird perched nearby. What were you taking, Libya? Feeding your bread to a bleeding bird? It's only a bit of my supper, and I don't mind sharing. It's just that she's my new mate, and I thought I'd give her something. Oh, don't mind sharing, do we? Miss Liberty Grove, our own little lady, bountiful giving out bread to the poor little bird.
We don't work as hard as we do for you to feed your bird!
Liberia's new friend flits away from the window. A little disloyal, perhaps, but Liberia knows she can't be blamed. Ease up. I'm sure Liberia knows she did wrong. And she won't be doing it again, will she?
Liberty.
How about you go and fetch next week's shopping? Lend a hand around here, eh? Go get some money from your sister. I wrote the shopping list in a blank spot on the newspaper. Right here. Go on. Off you trot. The shopping list is shoved into Libera's hands, and she is pushed out the door. Unfortunately for her, council house doors are not known for their soundproofing. That girl can't keep carrying on like this. You gotta talk some sense into her. I told her time and again, but does she ever listen? The lilting sound of a bird reaches the ears from above. Libya looks up. Her smile returns once more. Waiting for me, what? Yeah? Thanks. I was gonna need some phone cheering up after all that.
Sorry.
I hope that didn't give you too much of a fright. They ain't always so cross. I'm off to find Sarah, my sister. She's usually down here with her union lot. You can wait for me if you like. Satisfied with the bird's answer, Libria heads up the stairs, but just as she's about to knock, a large board-shouldering worker stops her.
Hey!
What do you think you're doing? This ain't no playground, girlie. The worker eyes Libria suspiciously. To him, she's just another little mischief maker sneaking around and stirring up trouble. That is, until she hears the name of another grown-up. I'm here for Sarah. Right, I remember you. The little sister, ain't ya? Hold on then, I'll fetch her. He motions towards Libria, wordingless, especially that he should stay by the entrance. I don't like it much in there. Everyone's got faces redder than slapped backsides. Waiting at the door, she and the bird resumes her friendly chatter.
I think...
Sarah proper clever, and I do look up to her. Only, sometimes I think she don't care for me. Mom and Dad were saying that Sarah's running for union year leader, and if she wins, then she might move away. If she leaves, then I won't get to see much of her anymore. I don't know if that makes me feel chuffed or gutted, but just thinking about it makes me feel a little bit funny inside. The little bird perched above tilts its head and flutters down, landing softly on Libria's drooping shoulder. Oi, what do you like? That tickles! By the way, sorry about the bread. I hope you don't get a bit more than you did. And I was planning to introduce you to Ollie. Suppose I just have to wait till next time. Libria and her avid companion waits at the stoop of the door for a long while, and a touch of boredom begins to set in. Oh, I know. How about I show you a bit of magic? You up for that? She reaches into her pocket for a half sheet of newspaper, flattens carefully, and pinches the corner, making the entire sheet stand upright.
Stop!
Stop, what are you doing? A hardened hand, thick with callus, seizes Libria's wrists, sending the shopping list tumbling to the ground. You really doing that again? How many times do we, again and again? Don't do that!
I...
Was only... You haven't been doing the little trick of yours around town, have you? Trying to get some attention? Showing off to your schoolmates, your friends? I haven't. You better not have. Sarah fixes Liberia's with a hard look, then finally lets go of her reddened wrists. Remember this now. Don't go causing trouble for our family.
That ain't true.
I ain't causing no trouble. I'm doing my part as a knocker-up, aren't I? Oh, hey, very impressive. And you know what I'm doing at your age, working 4 jobs and all. That was after the war. Before then, well, you don't know nothing about how rough it was then. I was younger than you are now, but I would still make sure I was always seen and not heard. You have no idea how hard it had to work up to get. How hard we had to work to get us here. Liberia's head dropped once again. The bird nudges her cheek with a swing, and once more, Liberia lifts her head.
Why?
Why do you always do that? Why are you always going around about how things used to be? And why do you always tell me not to use that? You won't understand even if I explained. Just remember what I told you. I'll appreciate when you're older. You'll appreciate when you're older.
I don't get it.
It's always when you're older, but why is that way it has to be? If you got all the answers, why don't you just tell me now?
How is it you come up with so many questions? There's no why.
A few passersby begin to glance their way. Sarah clears her throat and speaks more quietly. Enough. I have no time to for your usual nonsense. Just tell me what you're up to. Without a word, Libya reaches into her pocket and hands over the shopping list with the bended head. The shopping, is it? Well, it does need doing. Her sister frowns as she digs into her pocket and counts out the coins one by one. Here, this should do. And if the shopping says it's short, you tell him he can forget about trying to charge us more. And if there's any change, you bring it right back. No sweets, understand? After giving her strict instructions, Sarah heads back inside, pulling the heavy door shut behind her.
I won't.
Use it for sweets, honest. Still, she plans to go to Miss Laura's shop later, because she has to go home after the shopping's done. For the time being, has no desire to head home. To be continued, and I think an ad is coming up soon. – 60%. That's what we get. Got a bike. Stage 2, Stolen Names. Stolen Name. Check. Libria makes her way down to the lake. Her little bird friend fluttering along beside her. Still trying to cheer me up, eh?
Oh.
But I'm alright, really. Just give him a miss of a moment. I'll be right as rain is in the tick. Every child has their own secret hideaway. And whenever Libria feels the urge to slip away, she finds her way there. Wait, but her highway wasn't the clock tower in the, like, up in the sky? Not like the riverside, or, you know, as this thing. Many legends surrounds this spot. The grown-up warns of the dreadful Jenny Dream Thief, who dragged careless children into the lake to meet a watery end. They also said mischievous fairies roamed the area, stealing prized possessions from unwary children. They also say... As she thinks about it, Libria realizes she's never actually encountered any of these creatures. Maybe they're nothing more than scary stories dreamt up by adults to keep their children from staying too far away. In which case, this quiet little haven really is all hers. A place no older children would try to claim, where Libria can spend her time in peace before heading home for supper. Libria sits by the lake, pulling out the shopping list her father gave, and then... Look, a little fold here, and it's done. Look at that, a little bird just like you. Like looking into the mirror, isn't it? Is it?
I want to be like you.
Then I could fly somewhere else.
Might be.
Somewhere else. There's an exciting adventure waiting for me, far away from all these worries.
Could you?
Could you take me there? Fair enough. Suppose that asking a bit much from a little thing like you. I was only teasing. Remember me saying I wanted to introduce you to Ollie? He's a bird too, just happens to be a rooster, that's all. See, people ain't too keen on Ollie crowing and waking him up in the morning, so I keep with him down in the cellar. Ollie always wakes me up bright and early, and then goes up ahead and wakes everyone else up, tapping on folks' windows with a pole, right when I'm supposed to. As she reached the point, Libya's voice falters. Her hand slackens and the tiny little paper bird sags in the prop. Wait. Okay, so her hand slackens and the little paper bird sags in her grip, feeling weight again as her energy weighs. But let me tell you a secret. If I'm being straight, I don't need Ollie to wake me up. Gripping with him in the cellar just makes me feel more like home, you know? No, I didn't. Sometimes it does the thing. That's why I don't have it on auto right now. I have it where I have to click to go to the next screen, but sometimes when it does the thing where it does do its own thing. So at least there's a log I can go back by using the mouse scroll. Mom, Dad, and even Sarah, I know they love me, and I love them too, but sometimes they're just, well, they're like what you saw.
I don't get it.
Why? We can't have all the good laughs together now and then. We might not have much, but we can still be happy with what we got, shouldn't we? What do you reckon, eh? Silence settles around her. Libya's new friend has vanished without a trace. Oh well, cheerio for now. Could have said a proper goodbye once, first. Wouldn't have killed ya. So back on the lonesome again. Libya stretches out her arms and legs, sinking into the soft grass. Feeling the breeze drift across his cheek, she imagined herself as a paper page, ready to be carried off by the flutter of the wind. Hang about! What's that? High among the tree branch above her, there is something lurking, hidden in the leaves. Yeah, oof! A gust of wind lifts her skirt, and Libya goes off of the branch, landing softly on the ground. You were tucked right out of sight there. Good thing I didn't mind climbing trees. Let's have a butcher's... What do we got here, eh? Don't open me. A pouch? Someone must have left it up here. There. It says...
Oh.
Oh, I gotta say, this is proper clever. Because I figured it just says open me. Well, then, I'll never open it. That'll be too obvious. If it says don't open me, I'll still think twice. It's a bit on the nose, ain't it? But this... Don't open me. Nicely done. I'll bite. Does she open it? Hello. Are you alright? Why are you sleeping here? Wake up. It turns nighttime. Morning. That was a lovely nap. Hold on. When did I nod off? Is it nighttime already? Still drowsy, Liberia wakes herself up, springing up from the soft grass and glancing around in a daze at the girl standing beside her.
I do apologize.
I hope I'm not interrupting, but this isn't the safest spot for a nap, you know. Hasn't anyone ever warned you? People say crafty fairies wanders about here, waiting to swap your most precious possession when you aren't watching. It's you! The girl and one of the few children she's been seen out in the woods. They waved in passing before, yet never even told each other their names. I didn't think anyone who comes out here would believe all that. But they're all real. Blue Caps, Jack Frost, the Gert Dog, Pinosaurus, Black Annis, every one of them. Though most of them aren't nearly as nasty as they say, You do get the old troublemakers. You might want to have a look if you're missing something. Let's have a look then. Purse, shopping list, yep, all here. I've not lost nothing. Isn't this yours? The girl pulls a very familiar pouch from her pocket. Its label dispels any lingering of doubt. That? No. I found it up in the tree. Hang on, I remember now. It was right as I opened the pouch that I got all drowsy. Huh? But doesn't it say "Don't open me" on it?
Yes.
And who could resist opening a bag that says "Don't open me"? Come on now. I suppose you got a point. The girl hands over the pouch. Libria takes it. But this is so curious. It's the perfect sort of trap of a pesky fairy would leave. Are you absolutely sure nothing's missing? I don't think so. Well, alright then, if you say so. Don't you think you ought to get back? You're always home before sunset, but it's well past that now. You're right, I still gotta do the weekly shop, but I'm in for a proper earful tonight. But wait, how do you know that? The girl clears her throat, looking somewhat bashful. I always take a peek at you when you come around here, 'cause you can do that too, can you? Can't you? That? You mean... It takes only a second for Libya to comprehend what the girl is talking about. Sarah's scolding echoes in Libya's mind, yet the strange girl looks at her with such expression eyes. Wanna see? Really? The echoes are gone the next second.
Of course.
This ought to do. Though her little bluebird friend is nowhere to be seen, the paper bird Libya made remains close at hand. She lifts it gently from the grass, resting it on the center of the open palm. Watch carefully. Ha! Libya throws the paper bird into the air. At the moment, the wind rises. A gust ruffles Libya's dress and dances slightly through the girl's soft hair. The little bird flies upward. Wow, you call up the wind just like that?
Yes.
But it only works on paper or cloth, and only with a light stuff. I can't budge nothing heavy. So you're saying you never lifted yourself up and tried to fly? That's the long and short of it. I can't fly, at least not yet. That's a shame. Still, although you can do it is what you can do is impressive all the time. Same. Just think, there's probably no one who could throw a paper plane further than you. Libya blinks a few times as she mulls over the notion. Got a point there. Never thought of it like that. We have to try it next time. But promise me you keep mom about you'll keep mum about this, alright? My sis don't want to doing this in front of people.
Of course.
I'll keep quiet. But what's the fuss anyway? We were just flying a paper bird. I reckon it's cause she's worried I'll end up in trouble.
I don't get it.
To be honest,
There's no why.
Sarah says. Maybe she's right. Since there's no answer, there ain't no point stressing it. The grown-ups sus that out ages ago, so that's why they don't bother asking. Maybe it's time to grow. Wait, maybe it's time I grew up a bit. Stop thinking so much about these silly little things. Be sensible, eh? Libera gazes out over the calm lake in the distance, letting silence briefly rule the secret place.
But I still don't get it. Why is it there's no why?
As Libera's question hangs in the air, a fleeting moment follows, the only sound a gentle whispers of the breeze over the lake. The girl opposite Libera blinks as at last a smile spreads across her face. Why is there no why? A bit of a tongue twister is that. Still, I might just know someone who could answer that question.
Hmm?
What? Really?
Of course.
I know someone. Everyone calls her the administrator, and she knows the answer to everything. Maybe she could ask her someday. The answer to everything? Sounds a bit dodgy. How does she pull that off? Do you reckon she knows what I had for supper last night? Of course she does. One time, she even told me the 5th letter on the 3rd line of page 20 in my favorite book. From Fairy stashing away belongings to a mysterious woman with all the answers, Libera's new friend seemed to live in a world full of fantasy marvels. Well, I have to say I'm intrigued. What do you say we meet up here tomorrow after school? You're on. I'll be here right on time. It doesn't take long for the two of them to agree on the next adventure.
They call me Lamplighter.
Lamplighter? What should I call you?
My name is Liberty.
Wait, what? Did she lose her name? She begins to speak, yet the words stall in her lips. The sound, poised to come to life, simply fades away. The name is... Did this fairy steal her name?
Wait.
Or her memory? What is my name? Oh no, this isn't good news. Now we know what those pesky fairies stole after all. They stole your name. Oh, that sucks. Didn't know Carrie could do something that's... Well, it's not like that physical. Stage 3. Cross Street.
Pardon?
You mean those fairies nicked me own name? Under normal circumstances, she says the whole situation was entirely deaf. Yet, such concern is far from her mind in the moment. That's right, and now the night's falling. It's on its way. No sooner does she finish speaking than the dark woods in the distance starts to seek a shift. There's something in the darkness. A sense of dread fills the girl who has lost her name. What's that?
It's the banana.
It's a murder speech, one which unfortunately goes after anyone who doesn't have a name. Darkness begins to engulf the surroundings. The moonlight disappears completely, surrendering the world into a black abyss. The scene unfolds too suddenly, denying the girl a moment to voice her own disbelief. It's coming right for us. We need to get out of here, now! Lamplighter grabs the girl's arm and pulls her along, as the hollow, terrifying roars of darkness echoes close behind. Things can't get much worse than this. Those mischief fairies have really gone too far this time. This way, quick! We can't let the banana catch up to us. The path outwards is blocked with red markers. You need to take a path to the east. Drag Flutterpage along the grid line to move forward around. There's a gray marker on the eastern path, signaling that it needs to be lit. Send a little bird to the lamp to light the way forward. The little bird can stay on the street lamp for a while. You have to approach and retrieve it before you can use it again. We need to check every landmark to find your name. Except for the street lamps, you only need to visit those if you want to retrieve your little bird. Again, drag Flutterpage along the grid lines to move to move around. Oh, that was kind of easy. Good thing I still remember how to run. Almost there. Though that cave, we'll be back to the streets.
Huh?
Cave? She can't recall ever seeing a cave like this around here. Wait, but there's no time for her to think about that now. She follows Lamplighter headlong into the pitch black passage. So I'm not sure, is Lamplighter actually a person, or is she getting like tricked? Unsurprising, the cave is dark, so dark that she cannot see her hand in front of her face. She treads carefully through the lightless passage. The inky blackness wraps around her like a voyous liquid, though she is unable to make out even where the ground is, no matter how hard she stares. The creature of darkness, Banana, the name Lighter called out in the distress, now echoes in her mind. Lamplighter, it's pitch black in here. I can't see my own hands. The girl instantly calls in the direction of her friend's fading steps. Oh, my mistake. Just a moment. A single clear knock resounds, and the darkness is swept away. Wow. You got a lamp. I completely forgot about that thing. That's why they call me Lamplighter. The little light of mine helps me guide people along. But this teeny bits of light won't scare the Banana. Let's make a run for the streets. Come on. Lamplighter takes her hand, and the two girls break into dash once more. This time, a soft glow illuminates the ground ahead, allowing them to run without fear of falling. The girl keeps running and running on for what feels like an eternity, until at last, the darkness seems to have shrunk far behind them. The path ahead clear, and a drawing string fills with a luminous wonder stretched out before them. Oh, wait, is it Critter Town? Newware's just in. Right on up. Corn Dollar as strong as they come, for harvesting your spuds and keeping the undead at bay. Oh, who's in the market for a bit of sorrow? Freshly bottled wall. All kinds you like and made to measure. Keep up, girls. You'll be late first class. Oi, put that down. If you think we're buying that, you can think again. Read all about it. Notorious playground bully, Stone, the scoundrel known to harass little bugbears for the pocket money, fully nabbed by the grit dog of Eternaldale. The street teems with life, and the stalls overflow with curious she's never seen before. As strange creatures of all shapes and sizes hurry past, the critter calls out to the would-be customers. Beyond him, a chatty lump of coal. Let's see, a chatty lump of... Huh? See, it's doing itself.
This is Crisscross Street.
Let's see. A critter calls out to the would-be customers. Beyond him, a chatty lump of coal, a timid ghost, a chocolate family of beasts, and a strange plant selling newspapers on the corner. Little light chases each other round and round along the rooftops, and back down again to the bear swinging a drink for a honey jar. As the scarecrow knits while washing over its vegetable stall, and her mouth falls agape and refuses to close. Where am I? This is Crisscross Street. Haven't you never been here before? My mom says Cross Street where all the Arcanist hangs around. She doesn't want me mixing with them, so she keeps me well away from here.
Wow.
But I never ain't heard of all these sorts living on Cross Street. You sure we're on the right road?
Of course.
Of course we are. Critters have called this place home since before anyone can remember. Only thing is, it may look different to each person who enters it. Most folks can't manage to find their way into Cross Street. And if it's even harder, if there's no one to guide you, follow me. Lamplighter leads the now nameless girl down the marvelous street ahead of them, accepting all sorts of particular treats from the magical vendors and stuffing them into her friend's hand. The critters offer kind greetings to Lamplighter. To the nameless girl, her mouth full of treats as she waves back with a stuffed smile.
Huh?
But ain't that banana still coming after us? No. They ran off. Wait. No. They ran it off the street a long time ago. I can't say I've seen it myself, but everyone knows it hunts down any children that lost their name. A truly wicked thing. Oh yeah, my name.
Why?
Why? How does a fairy go about nicking someone's name? I mean, how's that even work? And if I ain't got a name, what's that make me then? Can't say I know, to be honest. Suddenly, a spark of inspiration lights up in Lamplighter's eyes. And I know just who would. Remember the lady I said I'll introduce you to? She's the administrator of Cross Street Library, the most respected, fair, and knowledgeable person on the street. She knows everything. She'll definitely know what to do. Follow me. Oh no. What should I call you in the meantime, eh?
Yes.
I suppose it won't do going around without a name, will it? Maybe a nickname will do for the time being. That way, people won't have to keep shouting, "Oi, that girl who lost her name," whenever they see me. Brilliant idea. Let's see. How does Flutterpage sound to you? Flutterpage? That's right. I got the idea from watching your arcane skill fluttering around that page. I think it suits you perfectly. It reminds me of the sweet bird. Do you have any paper? The paper bird is pulled out once again. Lamplighter unfolds it and nearly writes the new name on the bottom of the shopping list. Flutterpage. That ain't half bad. Right then, Flutterpage it is. I'll stick with that until I remember who I really am. Just so then, I'll call you Flutterpage. They finally reached the foot of the grand 5-story building. The Lamplighter pushes open the large creaking door. Before them stretched a sea of books, cascading over overloaded shelves and pulling across the floor, claiming every inch of space. Hello, Miss Administrator. Where are you? I got a friend with some questions for you. Let's see who we have here. A muddle-headed little scatterbrain who's gone and lost her name. High above, a voice rings out, prompting Flutterpage to peer up towards the rafters. There on the shelves, a teetering pile of books. A woman sits shrouded in the shadow, her face hidden from sight.
But...
Hello, miss. You must be the administrator. But there's one thing I should mention first.
if...
The reason I went and gave myself a new name is so people wouldn't call me things like what you would call me. If you really know the answer to everything, you should have known that already. Indeed I know that. Wait, indeed I did know. But that doesn't change the fact that you are, in fact, a muddle-headed little scatterbrain. Come on, Administrator. Don't wind her up. Since you already know everything, could you tell us what we should do next? First and foremost, we should find her name without delay. Otherwise... Well, first things first, little scatterbrain. Think carefully. What did you eat last night?
Why?
Why? What's that got to do with anything? Well, I had... Huh? Strange. I can't rightly remember. I see, exactly as I thought. Without a name, you start to forget your past, then soon enough, you lose your identity altogether. The banana won't let a tasty little morsel like you slip away, so it looks like you're stuck on the streets. Unless you intend to become its next meal, that is. Oh, so those are some evil fairies. or taking their name, and then if they don't have a name, they're gonna lose their identity. For a moment, Flutterpage is left speechless. Deep down, a sliver of doubt remains. Could all of this simply be a dream? Still, the fact she can't remember her name and what she ate is undeniable. Whether dream or reality, she must face this head on. Alright, so what am I supposed to do now? You know where do you know where most people end up finding what they lost?
I suppose.
In their pocket usually, wouldn't you say?
Uh-huh.
Not such a scatterbrain after all. Flutterpage's eyes widen as she reaches into her pocket. And sure enough, her finger brushes against something solid.
Oh,
Oh, this thing's been sitting in my pocket all along. But this can't be my name, can it? I searched it before. It's empty. Before Flutterpage can finish, the pouch in her hand suddenly begins to move.
what's this?
Spiritual luminous dots emerge from the seemingly empty pouch and drifts into the air. They absorb Flutterpage, dancing around her with a serene glow. Fireflies? No, that's not it. These are... Upon seeing the gentle light of these tiny entities, a strange yet a familiar sense fills Flutterpage's heart. I remember now. Last night, I had baked beans and vegetable soup.
Wow.
Ah, so then these little lights must be my name. The little glowing entity seems to understand Flutterpage's outburst and flits around her in two lively loops before slipping back into the "Don't Open Me" pouch. Once they swipe a name, fairies always make a point of finding somewhere to hide it. Typically, they hide names and items others hold dear, making it all the more difficult for you to get it all back. But then, leaving one part hidden on your person, while you remain oblivious running around in circles, is exactly the sort of mischief they love most. Gotta admit, it's a clever trick. Pity on poor sod that they got and played with it on. Hang on a tick. When you said leaving one part hidden on your person, did you mean that there's more to my name than just these little fellows? Naturally, now I see your name consists of 7 letters, which means 6 are still missing. Mind you, these fragile little fragments won't last long once they part from their owner. You best retrieve them before dawn, otherwise...
Your name will be gone for good.
And with it, you too will. So too will your identity. I got it.
I think
I'm going home for a good telling off. Gonna have to wait. Alright, stage 4. Probably gonna take a break after we do stage 4. New friends, old friends. I'll help you get back your name. Wait, I'll help you get your name back. Don't you worry. The administrator said those fairies have hidden parts of your name all over the place. The one you got in your hand there should point us to where the others are hiding. Let's have a look. Seems it's pointing us over there, ain't it? North, eh? It must be pointing to the zombie graveyard, right? Off we go. Hang on, what did you just say? Oh, is this anything? No? Was that not right? Huh? How do I... Am I supposed to like touch each region or something? Oh, okay, got it.
Wow.
So this is what a graveyard looks like at night. It's got the proper graveyard feel pat down, that's for sure. You scared?
No.
No, mate. Is it true then?
True then.
You know, there will be, you know, zombies about? Of course, they're right under your feet. Keep it down though. They all be resting at this time of year. Oh, sorry about that. Together, the children navigate the silent field of gravestones, venturing deeper into the graveyard. Strange. I haven't spotted any of those lights, but they should be close by, right? Right? Didn't the administrator say fairies like to hide names inside things people hold dear? To tell you the truth, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but surely there's something around here who might know. Speak of the devil, there's someone right over there. Resting against a gravestone, a large eerie silhouette heaves a sorrowful sigh. Excuse me, mister, but... Oh. He doesn't look like the chummiest of chaps now, does he?
Hmm?
He ain't a zombie that's woken up too early, is he? No, that's a tomb watcher. He ain't a zombie. Just a bit odd. Though he's supposed to be already making his rounds at the time of night. What's keeping him?
But
maybe he knows something about my name. No harm in asking, I suppose. Flutterpage takes a deep breath, settling her nerve as he purrs. The towering figure. Sorry, I'll be off in a tick. Oh. Flutterpage gawks at the tomb watcher as he topples down from the gravestone, seeming more frightened than she is at her meeting. Wait, who are you?
sorry.
If I gave you a fright, we're looking for something and was wondering if you might be able to lend a hand. The thing I'm looking for, it looks like a bit of a firefly, but it's actually my name. As the words leave her mouth, Flutterpage realizes just how absurd this all sounds. As expected, the hulking figure pulls himself upright, glaring at Flutterpage with suspicion as his menacing face edges closer.
Hearken, little one.
I don't know what this is all about, but if someone put you up to taking the mimic out of me, taking the Mickey out of me. Ow. You what? Ow. Ow.
If you say so.
I'm nothing. I'm just a big old nobody, ain't I? The Tomb Watcher stumps back against the gravestone with a long sigh, uttering defeated.
Why?
Why would you say something like that? Word is to the bananas back, so we gotta set up patrol. Everyone else is making their rounds as we speak. But I can't help thinking, what if I actually become face to face with the banana? I was shaking in my boots just thinking about it. That's why I stuck out of my part of the graveyard. I know I can't keep hiding, can I? I gotta get back, back to me post. Tomb Watcher wobbles to his feet. Every step a battle against his trembling knees.
No, I don't get it.
You're heading back there. Did you just say you were scared? I am scared, but that doesn't mean I can't be a scalper. I gotta face it. I ain't no white coward.
Why not?
Why can't you just leave? What do you mean? Flutterpage's tune is genuinely confused, prompting the Tomb Watcher and Lamplighter to exchange a surprised glance.
I'm thinking.
If you're that scared, why don't you get someone to cover for you? But I don't know what else you lots get up here around here. I reckon there must be plenty to do besides wandering about. What about sorting out meals for everyone, fixing their clothes, or even waking them up in the morning? That way, you'll still be pulling your weight, wouldn't you? I can't do that. That's the only coward do. They'll be out of their patrolling while I'll be stuck doing some really busy work. That's... What's the matter, though?
That'll make me look strange. My friends will make fun of me.
Isn't that what Flutterpage is doing right now?
I don't think so. No. I think...
You really ain't much good as friends at all. Real mates wouldn't treat you like that. The Tomb Watcher falls into silence for a while, emitting a mixture of confusion and helplessness from behind his mask. Until at last, his shoulders slumps gently. Maybe you're right. I shouldn't care about what those lots think of me, should I? He lingers there, unmoving, head drooped on the spot, and then, with unexpected resolve, takes a deep breath.
Dash it all.
I ain't going, coward or not, who cares? Tap for that, love. I don't think I ever felt this good in me life. Now, I don't have a clue about this thingamajig you're looking for, but you're welcome to have this if you want. You press it. Oh, that's brilliant. Hold on. You made this yourself, didn't you? She eyes the necklace made with feathers and pebbles, tied with a common bow knot. Yeah, I did. Truth is, I've always been fond of making stuff like this, but everyone reckons it's for softies.
Wow.
Don't be daft. That's well impressive, is it? Flutterpage takes the necklace and holds it against her neck, tilting her head as she visualizes wearing it. What you think? Reckon it suits me? Smashing. Promptly smashing, love. Cheers for everything, and I mean it.
Why?
Why? Why are you thanking me for? You're the one who gave me a gift. It's me who should be thanking you.
Thank you.
With a small smile that sinks through from behind his monstrous mask, the Tomb Watcher departs with a wave as he vanishes into the shadows. You know, I reckon not many people would have thought like you just did. What you getting at? Most people would try to push him into being brave, don't you think?
Why?
Why? Why should he have to be brave if it ain't that what he wants to be? Because, well, Never mind. You know, I gotta say, I take a liking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
But
It feels like I've been forgetting something important. That's right, you certainly have. Oh yeah, my name. That's why we came here. But where could it be, eh? The Tomb Watcher necklace begins to warm in her hands, and the firefly flies out to dance around Flutterpage once more.
this is...
Another bit of your name. Did it come out from that necklace? Of course, Mrs. Richard did warn us that fairies like hiding names and things people cherish. Looks like she was right once again.
Wow.
Doesn't matter if it ain't my first time seeing this, but it's still bleeding amazing. Good news, anyway. I snagged me another. It's my second letter, haven't I? So leaves us with 5 more to find.
Why?
Why does there have to be so many letters in my name? If it was something simple like me, we'll be done in the dust by now. No, that's a thought. So, I got a feeling we somehow found ourselves in a twist anyway. Let's pick up the pace. Remember, we got until dawn to put your name back together. To be continued. Stage 5. Is it flowers and petals? Oh, flowers and pebbles. Let's go, Flutterpage. We gotta keep looking for your name. So we got B, A, and B. Okay. Looks like there's a bunch of paths that needs illumination. We have to use our little bird to light them up, one at a time. Each street that lights up a different path. So we got a good thing for SiriBot, banning all those spams. Each street lamp lights up a different path. Look at the letters at the bottom right for each icon to see which street lamp matches which path. Keep going, you're almost there. So do we want to go A first? Oh, we can't do that? Wait. If we go here, light it up. Oh, you two better turn back now. That man one's out and about again. You mean the lady in the garden? I heard stories about her. The garden means for everyone, but when the flower blooms, she takes over like it's all hers. The flowers are somewhere else, aren't they? Even from a distance, they're a right sight. What a shame. But there's no reasoning with her. Best get a move on, or you'll be in for it. Thanks for the advice. Okay, so... Okay. Can we go... Oh, we can't do that, huh? Wait. Alright, so... Go back, grab the... Back up, can you grab it? We grabbed it. What happened? We went into her garden! Ah, a perfect blossom. So delicate, so beautiful. Oh, my sweet little creations. Wherever am I to do with you now? Flutterpage and Lamplighter crouches behind the hedge, watching as the lone figure plucks a flower and brings it to her nose. Were it not for the dark red stains on her clothing, she might appear no different from any other gardener. So this is the so-called madwoman that critters are talking about. She looks pretty nice to me. We can't be so sure about that. There are loads of stories about this lady. Rumors has it she's... Lamplighter bites her tongue. The lady in the garden suddenly flings the delicate flower to the ground in a fit of rage.
Destroy you all, naturally. Rip, shred, destroy!
How about this? She crushes the flower beneath her heels, stomping mechanically over and over until the once blooming flower are reduced to mulch.
Oh.
Right then, spoke a bit too soon, eh? The girl glances at each other, both taking cautious steps back. It appears to be... Wait. Who's there? In the blink of an eye, the lady in the garden is standing before them. The girl's gasp, frozen on the spot. Again. You nosy Islam invaders think you can trespass in my garden again? Huh? A word in the madwoman's rant stands out to Flutterpage. Wait, you mean, are you the one who planted all these flowers, miss? Me? Yes, of course, I raised them. Every petal, every stem, each more beautiful than the last. And then I pluck them, smash them, feast on them, cast them into the mud. Ha ha ha. Despite flinching at the lady's outburst, Flutterpage curiously wins out, and she presses forward with her questioning.
I don't get it.
It's strange, ain't it? Why grow all these flowers only to smash them up? Ain't you fond of them? Me? Fond of flowers? No.
They're nasty, disgusting things.
But
Why bother growing them if you hate them so much? I simply can't live without them. Their scent, their lovely vibrant hue, I can't live without them. The lady in the garden bends down and snaps off a branch yet to bloom, tracing its delicate outline with her fingers. Ah, yes, this one. This will bloom into a horror that plagues me day and night. Her movements are delicate, yet the veins swelling with her trembling hands betray the violent urge she struggles to suppress. You need them, but you hate them. No wonder you're in such a state.
But
you gotta admit, these flowers are certainly beautiful. If you didn't care for them, not even a little, I don't think they'll be so beautiful. Beautiful? You really think they're beautiful?
yes.
They're bleeding gorgeous.
Really?
Is that what you see? Beauty? That's marvelous. Truly marvelous. In a trance, the lady in the garden raises, murmuring under her breath that she drifts into the blossoms. Where are you off to? She remains silent as the twig snaps through her fingers tips, falling softly onto the petal beneath. The lady in the garden fades into the sea of flowers beyond them. The name, she got her another part. Look! It's the fireflies again! Lamplighter voices snaps Flutterpage out of her daze. Her eyes catches the soft glow rising from the fallen branch, similar to the light that has been seen before.
Wow.
Another piece of my name, the third letter. Honestly, I was prepared for the worst this time, but it turns out a lot easier than I imagined.
So,
Turns out the flowers were what she held dear. What's the matter? You look a little down. Reckon the flowers again someday? Huh? The twig she dropped. Once we're done, I could stick it in a vase and see if it blossoms again. All pretty like. Flutterpage picks up the twig be left behind by the lady in the garden and places it in her pocket. We got 3 letters now. Let's get the move on. Time to find the 4th letter of your name. The fireflies are pointing that way, huh? Looks like we're headed to west, towards the afternoon tea club. We did it! Dearest club members, let's see now. What do we get on our spread? What's here? What's here? Smoked salmon. Scones on blueberry jam. Chocolate and hazelnut cupcakes. Fantastic. Afternoon tea time. Afternoon tea time. What else is there to nibble on? Deviled eggs. Pea soup. Pistachio macarons. Fantastic. Afternoon tea time. Wait, what? Nobody likes tea. Nobody likes pea soup here. Get it gone. Get it out. Get it out. Yucky. Yucky. Yuck. Flutterpage and Lamplighter stares into disbelief as the unfortunate critters with the pea soup is seized and thrown out by the rest.
Hey!
Hey, what a waste. Pea soup ain't my favorite either, but you shouldn't be chucking out good food like that. Those little things, they've always been like this. Don't let their size fool you. They're the wealthiest critters on all of Cross Street. Only the most scrumptious delight deserves a spot at our table. Sit down, sit down. All friends of the administrator are more than welcome to share in our feast. Share in our feast.
Thank you.
But we got to give it a miss this time. We're actually looking for something. It's... The lieutenant critters exchange look for confusion and panic, cutting Flutterpage off before she can finish. What are you talking about? Something valuable? Don't look at us. We got nothing like that here. Nothing like that. No. It's not valuable on its own, but it might be valuable. Be inside something you do hold dear. Reckon you might seen it. The critters huddles together, murmuring among themselves. You're after our dearest possessions, aren't you? Aren't you?
No.
No. I'm just asking if you dare. If you wait. No. I'm just asking if you take a peek for me. Maybe what I'm after hidden somewhere inside your dearest possessions. Our dearest possessions. Okay, we'll give it to you. Give it to you. Huh? For a second, Flutterpage is stunned, but soon her expression softens into the bright smile. For a second, Flutterpage is stunned, but soon her expression softens into its brightest smile.
Is that true then?
That's so nice of you. But you have to pay for it in cash. In cash.
Oh.
Oh. Cash. Flutterpage is stunned by the absurdity of it all. The huddle of plump critters stares out at her expectantly. Alright, I suppose it's only fair. You can't just go around asking favors for free. How much were you expecting? Much obliged. Return anytime. Come back soon. Come back soon. You know, I reckon you could bargain with all those little critters. Well, it's a bit late to say that now, ain't it? Why didn't you say something earlier?
I do apologize.
I'm not very good at bargaining myself. Don't worry about it. I'm the one who messed up. You stuck by me through all of this without asking for so much as a penny. That's more than just being a good mate. Thank you, Lamplighter. You're a true pal. Don't be silly. I never asked you for money. With a worried sigh, Flutterpage inspects the critter's so-called dearest possession, which costs her so much money. You reckon this really is the most dearest possession? I can't really say. Sarah's gonna kill me if she ever finds out I blew all of our dolls on Blooming Stone. What?
Who's Sarah?
Oh, she's forgetting her sister.
Oh.
It's lighting up! She got another letter! That's right. She's my sister! I remember now. The dim lights on the firefly flickers around them as Flutterpage struggles to piece together the true meaning of that name. Yet, just as quickly, her thoughts are consumed again by a chaotic void. Flutterpage, you...
I know.
That ain't a good sign, is it? Or is it almost time for dawn with the noise? Alright, let's see the character list. I'm not sure if there's other characters, but I don't have a lot of them anyway. Alright, so stage 6. Peppy's Paws. No time to lose. I don't fancy ending up some brainless twit. Don't panic, Flutterpage. Where there's a will, there's a way. Which way are the fireflies heading? This way to the east. East? That's a bit worrying, but here, hoping I'm wrong. Let's see. Okay. Wait a sec. I'm not sure if I already did it wrong. Oh, we did it! Pack leader Grit. Well, look what he had here. A tiny squid bold enough to come sniffing around for my finest treasure. Sorry, but it just... You will address me as Pack Leader. Right, Pack Leader. Yes, Pack Leader. We weren't trying to sneak a bite out of this can, honest. I'm not talking to you too much. Go gnaw your bones somewhere else. Yes, Pack Leader. Right, Pack Leader. Flutterpage and Lamplighter watches in silence as the two dogs scamper off with their tails between their legs. Yes, Pack Leader. The truth is, I just need to borrow your treasure for a minute. You see, some sneaky little fairies nicked my name, and they got a knack for hiding the things they steal and what other people's treasure most. So I'm just checking if it's here. And why do you think they enjoy hiding their spoils in such objects? I suppose it's cause if it's worth something, they'll keep it tucked away safe and sound, won't they? Exactly. Whatever troubles you got with those little mischief makers is none of my business. You can borrow my treasure, but it will cost you. Prove yourself to me in a 1-1 challenge. If you succeed, my final treasure will be yours to borrow. Flutterpage. Lamplighter casts a worried glance at Flutterpage. A 1-on-1 competition against a powerful hulking Hulk hound hardly seems like the best course of action. After a brief moment of thought, Flutterpage nods her head with a determination. I know, Lamplighter, but it's better than coughing up more cash. I'm game. But one thing, I get to choose the competition. Sounds good to you? Ready or not, here I come. At the sound of Grit's voice echoing through the factory, Flutterpage curls up in a hidden nook, pressed a hand to her mouth to hide her laughter. No way he's gonna find me here. I'm the hide-and-seek champ. One time, no one found me until it was already pitch dark and everyone's just bogged off home. Core, look at all these tins. Jelly's eel, Sunday roast, toad in a hole, steak and kidney pie. Wow. Shepherd's pie. That's my favorite. I wonder if it tastes as good in the tin as the real thing. You aren't the only one. Every one of us pups is dying to know what it tastes like. Where do you logs come from? Shh. Keep it down, or you'll get us caught. You think you're safe here? Huh, we can smell you a mile away. Our leader's nose is the best there is. Her sniffer tracks down more troublemakers than we can.
Oh.
Oh, you're right. You lost our dogs. I can't stick around here. So where should I go? After exchanging a glance, the little dogs wagged their tails. If you could do us a little favor, we might be able to help you. The reek of old collar, worthless. A bottle? Not there either, eh? What do we have here? Tattered clothes, ink and scrap of paper, a wind's breath and a hint of bird. Aha! You lose, Rut. I found you. Grit hurls the obstacle before her aside, only to reveal an empty corner. All that remains is a long pair of familiar shoes and socks. Huh? Now. Huh? Boom! Flutterpage kicks up a cloud of dust as she crouches down from above, executing a perfect ambush. Flutterpage rise over Grits, who is still sprawled out and dazed beneath her, triumphantly dusting off her skirt. That's the funny thing about searching. No one ever remembers to look up, not even dogs. I can't believe it. You actually beat Gert. Nice one. We finally got one over our leader. Yeah, we really did it. Flutterpage, you better keep your promise. The pups bound and barks with joy around Flutterpage, while their leader stars, springing to her feet in a fury. You little runts, what do you think you're doing? Aha, see now? You two must have teamed up with the little square to sneak a bite from our tins. You got it wrong, Pack Leader. You always treat us like we're still wet behind the ears. We ain't going to steal tins no more, Pack Leader. We're good for something. Look, we even caught you off guard.
Yes.
Yes, Pack Leader Gert. They weren't helping me just so they could make a can of food. All they wanted in return was for me to be their witness, while they proved to you that they were right clever little puppies. That's right, we're clever little puppies. We won't steal a bite from any of the cans, and we still lead you a paw. We can still lend you a paw, Pack Leader. So how about taking us along on the next hunt? We hate being left behind waiting for everyone to get back. You clueless little mutts. Don't you realize that all I have to do is... Wait. Don't you realize that all I do is for your own good? So be it. I lost fair and square. Bring out the treasure. The Commodore puppy's wags its tail. Carries over a sturdy-looking fang. This is the fang I lost in a scrap with a black dog on Newgate a few years back. It was my sharpest fang, but I won that today. My fangs and claws are what made me the boss here. I always counted on them to help me whenever there's a problem. This fang is a proud reminder of that. But maybe it's made me a bit too proud. Maybe I could do an even better job of being the boss around here without it. So, take it. You sure? This seems proper special to you. You think I'm the type to second guess myself? Let's not drag this out. Alright, no point arguing, I suppose. I'll look proper fierce after all. This could be exactly what I need. As Flutterpage expected, once she accepted the fang, those familiar glimmers surround her again. Wow! The 5th letter! It's here! There's 2 more to go. We're making decent progress. You even charmed your way past Pack Leader Grit. Let's see where the glow bugs are pointing to next, eh? Funny, they're still heading east, but there's nothing else east on Cross Street, right? As their eyes meet, they come to realize what this means.
I'm thinking.
That means the rest of my name is not on Cross Street, don't it? Lamplighter Bright's face darkens in a frown. It's out there where the banana dwells. To be continued. So stage 7, Through the Darkness. Just to be sure, what's our plan? Charge into the dark, grab the rest of my name before the banana reaches us, then leg it out there quick. Right, the banana isn't like any other critters we faced before. We can't tackle it head on. Don't you worry, I'll remember that. So let's see, huh. But the bug makes me wait. But the bugs made a beeline for it. We better hurry. The banana might show up any second. Got it. I'll get looking. Okay. How's this gonna work? Is it down or up? Wait, but... Let's see. Oh wait. Let's see. You gotta be here. Still nothing? What's the bleeding heck? Watch out.
It's the banana.
It's here. Lamplighter, leg it, quick! And then, amidst the endless darkness, something briefly flickers before her eyes.
Huh?
What? That's... Don't come any closer, you beast of flowers, darkness. Flutterpage barely registers what's happening before Lightliner raises her stick and strikes the earth with incredible force. The brilliant light bursts forth, banishing the darkness for a fleeting moment. Lamplighter seized Flutterpage by the waist. Let's get out of here. No, I can't.
No.
What are you talking about? I think it'd be the end of you. I saw it, my name. It's there. In the depth of the darkness. It's on the banana. Wait, no. Flutterpage. Lamplighter calls goes unanswered as Flutterpage trailing dress vanishes into the shadow. It's this way. I ain't giving up till I find it. It's so dark in here.
Hey!
Where are ya? Her voice is consumed by the darkness, vanishing completely. No answer? Not that I thought there'll be. Being a child full of questions, darkness is a pain. It's always remained silent as if saying, don't ask me nothing. But I'll find ya. She moves across the grass, at first making every effort to step softly. But the silence around her is unnerving. Even the faintest crackles of crushed leaves behind her shoes leaves harsh and intrusive. Right, yeah. If that's the way it's gonna be. And so, she steps confidently into the enveloping darkness. Something is indeed lurking in the dark as expected, bursting to life like an erupting spring. Grieving and seeking, shadow spills out from every corner of the darkness.
They're coming!
The slimy darkness fills Flutterpage's mouth and nose before she can resist. Even her sight is turning dark. She can't breathe, and all is black. Her consciousness begins to slip away. All around her, the darkness begins to ripple, and faint mocking laughter echoes from every side. Are those the fairies?
Why would you try so hard? What for? You look ridiculous. You surely know that, don't you?
What?
Give it up. You don't need that name of yours as much as you think. It's nothing more than a title. Just leave it to us. This is what you wanted, isn't it?
Give up? Indeed, someone provide her with the answer, the simplest solution. All she needs to do is give up, then she will no longer have to endure this suffering. And why shouldn't she? And once again, nameless girl drifts into the vast, unyielding void. The warm darkness promises her every answer she seeks, but she has no need to ask anymore. But just as her last bit of sense fades away, a beam of light breaks through.
No! This isn't the answer I want.
I know what you're up to, and I won't fall for this time. Look out, I'm coming in. Flutterpage jumps into the depths of the dark, where the voice has come from. And then, she crashes straight to the ground. Oof. She scrambles to her feet, paying no mind to the dirt and grass clinging to her clothes, and stares into the empty nothingness. Then, she laughs.
I've got it!
I knew I was right about you all along. But no, you ain't even got a body. You're just an empty shell. The whisper trails into silence. The darkness thins out, revealing a star of seas. The night sky is lit by fireflies. Gotcha! The sixth letter. What a riot, really. I was frightened of that thing for ages, and it weren't nothing. Flutterpage, are you alright? I'm standing here, ain't I? Right as rain. Turns out it was just me frightening myself all along. But then I'm almost in a lot of odd things, but that's as far as it goes. Whatever Momo's on about from now on, I won't let it bother me no more. Lamplighter's eyes close wide, and after a short pause, she finally speaks. You're amazing, Flutterpage. I knew you had it in you. Hang on, now's not the time for celebrating. We only found 6 letters, and the administrator said there were 7 altogether. That means we're still missing 1 more, and we'll have no idea where those fairies hid it. We gotta find it fast. Despite Lamplighter's mounting anxiety, Flutterpage looks strangely relaxed. Fireflies ain't flying no more. Huh? Look. They're sunk down to the bottom of the pouch. What's going on? Shouldn't they be able to sense where the friends are? Now we're in for it. Dawn's almost breaking. Maybe we should hurry back and ask the administrator.
I think I know the answer.
Lamplighter stops in her tracks at a look of confusion, settling on her face as she glances at Flutterpage. What do you mean by answer?
The answer to everything.
We made it out! Oh, wait, what? No. We're on the last stage. Stage 8. The answer. What is Flutterpage's answer?
You know what?
I've been thinking about all this, trying to make sense of it all. Grown-ups are always coming up with fairy tales to make us kids toe the line. Not me though. Witches by the pond, demons under the bed. Once you had a thought, though, all the wise, it ain't hard to see they're just grown-up fibs. But this time, things are a tad trickier than usual. A world full of wonders, a best mate I could only dreamt of, a bunch of cheeky fairies, a terrifying monsters, some magical trinkets. Overall, one heart-pounding adventure. All those fairy tales things appeared out of nowhere, right before my eyes, like an adventure book made special for me. If this was a riddle, what would the answer be? That's what I was thinking about. So is this all a dream? Like what she said in the beginning? So do you know?
Yes.
You gave me a clue, didn't you?
Of course.
We are. Critters have called this place home since before anyone can remember. Only thing is, it looks different to each person who enters it. Most folks can't imagine to find their way into the cross street. And if it's even harder if they had no one to guide you. Right from the start, I had a feeling this critter was a bit familiar. The tomb washer fellow, the lady and her flowers, them cheeky critters at the club, and that pack leader grit. The tomb washer might seem big and tough, but he's softer than he looks. To him, being well thought of by others is what matters most.
He's just like my dad.
What I said to the tomb watcher is really what I've been waiting to say to my dad. I always wished he would have cared so much about what other things people think. Lamplighter is silent, watching Flutterpage as though encouraging her to continue.
The lady in the garden.
She's a bit like my mom. Though, let's be clear, my mom ain't near half as friendly. But she fusses over her weaving just as the same as the lady of the garden did her flowers. Mom always knitting and weaving every day just to make me ends meet. And all the while I ain't see her smile over one thing she made. Not even those cute little scarves. I always keep my distance, worrying that she might bite my head off or something. But I know she's working herself to the bone for us. And I just wish she could find a bit of happiness in her work again. I guess what I ought to tell her is that those scarves of hers are beautiful. As for Grit, I know exactly who she is, my sister Sarah. She's so blooming proud of herself and everything gotta go her way. And like Grit did with those pups, she's always treats me like I'm a kid. Sometimes that really takes me off. If there's a chance, I suppose I'll try to surprise Sarah and make her proud of me. Just like how the puppies did with her boss. Flutterpage gives a cheeky grin and makes a silly face at Lamplighter. She achieves the desired effects, and Lamplighter laughs gently. How about the others?
The rest.
Well, them critters at the club are a bit like my schoolmates. Every day the same with them, jabbering about the same old rubbish. They all look and sound alike to me, just like they were repeating each other. Drives me boring to do. But maybe I was wrong about them, like I was with those critters. For all their chattering, that little stone really was their dearest possession. Otherwise, the fireflies wouldn't have hidden there. And the library lady, the one who reckons she knows it all. Maybe she does got all the answers, but I ain't going asking her every little thing. And who is to say she ain't just feeding me a load of cobber? I have no way of telling. I gotta figure these sort of answers for myself, so...
I suppose.
The administrator is a bit like me, ain't she? I shouldn't be relying on people for everything. It's my job to find my own answer. Now that's a very interesting thought. Then, who's left? Is this Lamplighter? The Banara, though I ain't sure what it was, to be honest. But I got a strange feeling about it. What's the creepy thing, going after kids without names? It whispers all sorts of rubbish to me, like, give up, trying to make me stay here forever. I guess that's gotta do something with you, don't it? Eyes slightly wide and open. Lamplighter seems to have heard an unexpected answer. Flutterpage is also confused by her reaction. You telling me that ain't so? I'm just curious, why do you think it had something to do with me? I suppose because you said this thing was horrible. But it turns out, I guess I'm wrong. It ain't you, not exactly. Maybe it's those fears in your mind that you only think are scary. I'm not sure how to put it, but it's all those scary, annoying things we gotta face sometime. Flutterpage waves her arms in the air, hoping to find the right words for the strange entities, but nothing ever quite fits. Then, you're saying I'm the one behind all this? I'm the big baddie? I didn't say nothing like that.
Because everything here.
Flutterpage flings her arms open, like she's drawing a line with one edge of the world to the other.
None of it's real.
Come on, of course it's all made up nonsense. Fun nonsense, but still, I'm 11 years old, you know.
So?
Is she the fairy? So, then what is it all- wait, what is all this? That's a question I've been turning over in my head all this time.
I'm thinking.
When did all this start? It weren't on the strange cross street, and it weren't in the woods where the banana started chasing us. It was right here.
I suppose.
Maybe it's because I opened the bag here. That's when all this started. You're saying it all started with that little pouch. That's what I reckoned at first until I remembered that story about the lake.
Yes.
Sure, about witches dragging people into the water. and fairies stealing stuff. There are loads of them. But I remember something Dad told me, one of the saddest stories of them all.
Tale says.
Years ago, there was a little girl, just about my age, and, well, she went through a lot of horrible things.
She was sad and disappointed.
So off she goes to the lake, leaving all the things what made her miserable behind for good.
That's why.
The grown-ups don't want other kids coming here around here. Because that little girl was you, wasn't it? So it didn't begin with the bag, it was me laying here, making that wish. I was down in the dumps back then. I made a wish to fly off to somewhere place different.
I want to be like you.
Then I could fly off somewhere else.
Might be.
Might be somewhere else, but there's an exciting adventure waiting for me, far away from all these worries.
Could you?
Could you take me there?
You're here all because I made a wish. It was you.
It was you that swiped my name, all so I could forget the past and stay here with you and this something else. Somewhere.
Lamplighter.
The last letter of my name, you got it in your hands, ain't you? That I do.
I do.
Lamplighter unclench her hands, and the last lost flitter of light escapes. This is the last letter of your name. Take it, and you won't forget anything about yourself. You can go back to where you came from. But, is that what you really want? Your world isn't like this one. It doesn't hold the same kind of beauty. You've seen that by now, haven't you?
There's a limit to what your winds can clear. You won't find an answer to every question. Stay with me, won't you?
Flutterpage, my friend. I really like you. Stay with me, won't you? You never had a dull moment, I swear it. You'll be happy every day. Doesn't that sound wonderful? No.
Sorry.
Thanks for the invite and for answering me wish, but I suppose I don't truly want to leave my home behind. Because of your family?
Yes.
They may drive me up the wall, but I still love them, don't I? But it's not just because of them. When we met, remember me saying I couldn't wrap my head around Sarah? There's no why. I said, grown-ups must have known sometimes there weren't no whys. But that's a load of rubbish. Truth is, I know the answer, only I've been hiding from it. So, what do you think the answer is? That is, there's no why without a reason why. Your answer is even more of a tongue twister than the question. Lamplighter smiles, not in the same dark way as before. It makes Flutterpage want to smile along with her. And so Flutterpage chuckles along. I know, I was thinking the same thing. But that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. I'm sure of that. I ain't saying Sarah and the others are lying, but there no why might well be her answer. But that doesn't mean it's gotta be mine. Nothing will stop me finding the answer myself.
Nothing will stop me finding the answer myself.
I'll keep thinking and asking questions, even if no one can answer me. That is a wonderful answer. You really surprised me, Flutterpage. With a soft chuckle, Lamplighter finally lets the firefly stumbles its way across to Flutterpage. It settles on Flutterpage's shoulder and blends into the moonlight, lighting up the lingering darkness in the girl's heart. My friend, Liberia Grove, you did it. You chose a different path, one I couldn't choose for myself. And I respect your decision, and I wish you all the best from the bottom of my heart. It's alright. This is just a parting of ways. I'll grow used to it.
Lamplighter.
Don't make that sad face, Libera. After this, you'll forget all about me and what happens here, and then you'll meet new friends and go on new adventures. But that's only fair. You're a sweet girl, and you deserve to have many more friends. Hang on, new friends or not, you're still my best mate. I'll never forget you. Flutterpage frantic words falls on deaf ears as Lamplighter offers nothing but a smile. A silent, broken smile. It's time. She raises her stick again and strikes the ground. Though she does so gently this time, the sound of the staff striking the ground rings definitely in Flutterpage's ear. So was it a nap she took, or did it take a whole day? The lamp and light lantern's hand erupt with light, casting a brilliance far surpassing anything before it. Was it a cat nap? Was it a cat nap?
This is...
That sun! It's rising! Yes, it's time to awaken from your dream.
No.
No, I still have more I want to say.
Goodbye, my friend.
Is that the sister? Not now, Ollie. Oh. This ain't a chicken coop, and I'm not your bleeding rooster. Now get up, you little so-and-so. Sis, I'm... Send you out for a bit of shopping, and instead you stay up all night. All cause you got us going. You decide to turn into a little runaway riffraff? Have you any idea how long we've been searching for you? You're in for it now. What? I didn't wait. I've been gone a whole night? Indeed, the morning light shines warmly, but for Lyria, the events for the previous night has faded into a blank haze. Was it the sweets? All this on account of me saying I wouldn't let you get any. With a sharp frown, Sarah fishes out a handful of candy and stops it into Lyria's palm. There you go, and here I thought I'll be teaching you about the value of money. We're not made of this stuff, but we're not penniless either. So if you're so desperate for a bit of candy, speak up and tell instead of pulling stunts like this. What? Not enough for you? Let me tell you right now. Don't you dream of expecting an apology from me. I didn't have me hopes up for nothing. Still, thanks sis. Lyria puts the candy in her pocket and discovers something else hidden within. Is it the branch? Is it the twig? Nope. Huh? Did I fold this? Lyria looks at the bird and a faint memory surfaces. She sets the bird free, letting it fly into the sky. And at that moment, in her memories, someone else was there with her. Someone else was there with her. A sensation lingers in Lyria's heart, leaving her feeling as though she has lost something. She unfolds the paper bird in her hand. Potatoes, bread, 3 cans of beans, cabbage, carrots, and her eyes locked in place. Is it the name Flutterpage? At the very bottom of the shopping list, a line of elegant handwriting stands out from the scroll above it. Flutterpage. What's a Flutterpage? It's you! The familiar bird from before returns. It lands on Lyria's shoulders, tilting its head on its shining eyes. As its shining eyes meets hers. Like a spark cutting through the fog, a vivid memory leaps in life in Lyria's mind. This is a name. My other name. Although her recollections are still hazy, an explicit feeling reveals the answer to her. It is a gift sent to her from a mysterious friend, wrapped in the most beautiful of blessings. The little bird flutters its wings and all right from her shoulders. It glides up over the eave and soars over the streets of London, riding the winds into the sun and the horizon. And that's the end of Flutterpage's story. So that was pretty interesting story. Alright, let's collect our goods. I'll do a survey for the other one. Okay. We got everything. So Flutterpages is all done.